Day 2 of Paris Fashion Week.
Yes, day 2.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you feeling?
I feel amazing.
It's day 2, but this is day 1 for you?
And yeah, it's day 1 for me. Came this morning from London.
Beautiful.
Sat on your knee.
Sat on my knee.
Incredible experience.
It's great.
City of romance. It's balmy, sunny.
It's only right.
And today we're going to head up Off-White.
We're going to Off-White. We're going to talk to some celebs. We're going to see what they thought of the show. And then what are we doing after that?
A little bit of JW.
Ooh!
And we're going to speak to Jonathan himself.
Let's.
Find out everything about what SS20 is about for him.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
I can't wait for that.
Stay tuned. Keep it locked. Right, coming up, we went backstage at Off-White, checked out a few first looks, and then Noah spoke to a few guests to see what they thought of the show. So, check it out.
All right, so first off, congrats.
Thank you.
This is not your first time collaborating with Virgil?
No.
No, but please talk about this statue.
Yes, so behind us is FL002. He's the newest model we got as a sculptural piece. He's one of 2 for the moment. We have another piece debuting later today, New York time, at the Beyond the Streets exhibition in Brooklyn. So look for him. Super excited about him.
And also, what'd you think of the show?
Oh man, I actually like cried at the end. It was beautiful. You know, like seeing the ladies. You know, a couple of those suits, obviously, but the one piece. Wow, it looked beautiful, man. Really, just to see my work at such a different kind of exposure window. You know, on something so beautiful on someone that beautiful is very nice.
And also, last question: what are you excited about in menswear right now?
Well, getting back, you know, bringing FL back, that's something I'm trying to do. No, you know, just doing that and, you know, working on making my stuff, you know, making it correctly and just getting back into it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Day 2, first show, Off-White, what you think?
Off-White was really sick. I think what really interested me about this collection is Virgil's working with Futura, you know, who's a legend, you know, someone like me in his 30s who grew up in like the golden era of SBs and then listened to actually bought like Uncle's science fiction as an album, you know, and that's where his Point Man appears. You know, he's been using that since maybe like 1988, but that's like a famous character that he does. And it's been cool to like see Virgil, you know, not only just work with Futura for Vuitton, but then bring him to the MCA exhibition in Chicago and then now a whole fashion show. I think the finale was really great. You had these models just stepping on like this faux garden of fake flowers and just stomping them down, which I think was pretty tight. And you know, the collection is called Plastic, so there's notions of like reusability and recyclability in there. And I was talking with Futura after the show, and the Point Man sculpture that is exhibited on like the runway is actually partly made from recycled plastic, which I think is a nice touch.
Nice. And what'd you think of the women's wear?
You know, Off-White traditionally, I think I bang with the women's wear more than the men's wear, but that's just the case in fashion. It's like you can get a bit weirder with women's wear. There's more of like a playground because men's wear is like what, t-shirts, suits, traditional jackets, and it's like more of in a frame, and women's wear is just more conceptual because of how, you know, there's really just no guardrails for women's wear, because it's like women's wear is the pinnacle for a lot of fashion designers as opposed to menswear. But that's why I like menswear, because it's easier to understand for most people.
Thanks, man. So we are here with High Snob Zone. Christopher Morency, what's going on?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here once again. It's fucking hot in here, but I'm happy.
It is hot.
How
But
are you, Noah?
what'd you think of the show? I'm good, dude.
Yeah, it was good. What I really liked about it was the intersection between this and what he does for Vuitton. I think in the past it's been so disconnected. So you know, Virgil would always say, "This is for my 15-year-old self," whereas Vuitton is for my future self. And I think this was the first time that I actually felt connected with each other, which was a good thing. And the Futura shit was like fucking good. That was really good. I like that.
Any standout pieces?
I like the Futura cape. I was in Pitti last week, go to the Sterling Ruby show, and it seems to really be a theme to have these full-on artworks draped over you like ponchos. Ponchos, by the way, are also a thing. Shout out to that with this one. But that was definitely a piece that would be a collectible.
Dope. All right, man. So what'd you think of the show?
The show was brilliant. I think Virgil's finally got to a place where he's amalgamating his best influences from like streetwear, obviously like graphics and Futura, and then like the tailoring he's picked up from like working in Italy and working with Vuitton. So to me, it was just a brilliant show.
And what did you think of the mixture with the men's and the women's?
I think it's the future of like presenting clothing, I think, on a catwalk, because ultimately I think they're like, people just need to make choices about how they want to dress. And I think even though the dresses are clearly for women and the suits are clearly for men, there are girls out there going to be like, I want to wear a suit. And there are guys who might want to wear the dress. And I just feel like if you can make it work as a style choice, then it's up to you.
Word. All right, and last question. We're asking everyone, what is the most exciting thing you think about menswear right now?
Most exciting thing, I think, is potential for a breakthrough in how men dress overall. I think, as we're seeing with all the designers who are kind of like pushing the boundaries right now, you can just make style choices. And to me, it's just exciting to have like the ability to dip into so many different references and styles and cuts and silhouettes. So I think like menswear is actually the most exciting side of fashion, in my opinion, right now.
I agree. Thank you so much, man. So J.W. Anderson just showed their newest spring-summer collection, and after the show, Fenn got a chance to speak to Jonathan about his collection and his influences. Check it out.
So, Jonathan, that was incredible.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How do you feel?
I feel really good. I always like the process of doing a show, because it suddenly springs upon you, and then you've got to work through this process in a very short period of time and kind of enjoy it. And it's the first time we've done a show in this space, so it's been interesting. It's been I enjoyed doing the show. It felt relaxed and.
It is such a beautiful space, and you had such a beautiful collection. Like, probably one of my favorites. Like, and every piece that, I mean, obviously a combination of women's wear and men's wear, but every piece that went past, I was like, I need that in my wardrobe. And for me, it felt like the way that you integrated the artwork, because art and craft is your world.
No matter if it's JW or Loewe, I just have this thing where I think there's so many talented people out there, and I just want anything that I can bring attention to is brilliant.
And the way that you combine the two, I mean, it didn't really feel like you were combining the two. It just feels like...
Well, it just is. Do you mean, they're not inspirations for the show, but they are kind of like, they're just, I think, how nice for people to see them, you know?
And is it in a way that you want to educate people? Or is it just more for yourself?
I think for people, I just want it to be like a kind of odd discovery. That they kind of, what is that, or why? Do you mean?
So what is it?
Well, this is an artist I saw a while back called Kate Newby. She's got a show in the south of France at the moment, and I obviously like ceramics, and I love suspended work. So it's kind of like, I just love the kind of romance to them. They're so pretty, and actually, when you look at an image, you don't know what the scale is, do you mean? And then this is a piece by Chroma, and who I got it years ago, and it's been in a museum show, and it just finally came back, and I was just like, I really want people to show it, because for me, it's like a kind of disturbing hamster wheel.
Yes.
And I quite like the kind of, the sound it makes is kind of relaxing.
And a little bit eerie.
Yeah.
10 years established. It is so refreshing to see what you're doing. And I think, honestly, in the way that you've obviously come from quite a commercial background in terms of you interned with Manuela Pavesi, and then so having that foundation, how do you feel like it's kind of set you up for the...
You know, what was really amazing by working with Pavesi is that in a weird way, the window is nearly like one of the parts of the end result, but you've got to keep it exciting. And I think what I've realized is by doing all this, keeps it exciting.
Yeah, and it is so hard to be exciting, I feel like, in this industry because fashion is so fast. So how do you make...
fast, but I just think you have to keep your head down and only think about what you contribute. And then the rest will follow. I think, you know, you cannot kind of be like a dogma to the entire system. You have to kind of just chillax a bit and just do what you feel is right. And sometimes you get it right and sometimes you get it wrong. You know, what we did today could be wrong. Like, I don't know.
No, it was so not wrong. So what would you say to a customer, a consumer that wants to take one piece away? What are your hopes that they get from that one piece?
Wear it and then put it away, and then one day you'll find it again.
So day 2 is done.
Done.
But we want to hear what you think. So let us know.
Yes. What are your favorite shows? What do you want to see? What do you think about Paris Fashion Week in general?
And who do you want to hear from? Are there any icons of yours that you want to hear from?
Yes.
Let us know and we'll try and stop them.
We'll try to get that.
It's
We'll try to get
hard.
that coverage, man.
It is not easy, but we'll try. We'll
Exactly.
do it. Take one for the team.
You got some clout. You can talk to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
A little something.
Maybe. Thank you so much.